Did a ghost's testimony really convict a murderer in an American court? This isn't just a campfire story. It's the chilling, true account of the Greenbrier ghost, where the voice of the dead demanded justice from beyond the grave. The year is 1897. In the quiet hills of Greenbrier County, West Virginia, a young woman named Elva Zona Heaster Shue is found dead. She was just 23 years old. Her new husband, a blacksmith named Erasmus Trout Shue, discovered her body at the bottom of the stairs. He seemed heartbroken, holding his wife's head and sobbing uncontrollably. When the local doctor, George Knapp, arrived, Trout was so distraught that he had already washed and dressed Zona in her high-necked burial gown, preventing a full examination. Overcome by Trout's apparent grief, Dr. Knapp initially listed the cause of death as an everlasting faint, later changing it to childbirth complication. Zona was swiftly buried, and it seemed the tragic story had come to a quiet end. But it hadn't. Zona's mother, Mary Jane Heaster, never trusted Trout. She found his behavior at the funeral strange. He paced nervously, refusing to let anyone get close to the coffin, and even placed a pillow on one side of Zona's head and a rolled sheet on the other. Mary Jane prayed for a sign for her daughter to reveal what truly happened. Then the visitations began. For 4 consecutive nights, Mary Jane claimed the ghost of her daughter appeared at her bedside. Zona's spirit was cold and sad, and she came with a single purpose: to tell her mother the truth. The ghost recounted how Trout was a cruel and abusive husband. On her final night alive, he flew into a rage because he believed she hadn't cooked any meat for supper. In his fury, the ghost explained he attacked her and broke her neck. As proof, the spirit turned its head completely around, a ghastly sight that confirmed the brutal injury. Convinced by her daughter's spectral testimony, Mary Jane Heaster marched to the local prosecutor, John Alfred Preston. Now, imagine you're the prosecutor. A grieving mother walks into your office, claiming her daughter's ghost told her it was murder. You'd be skeptical, right? But Preston knew Mary Jane to be a sensible woman, and her conviction was unnerving. Something about her story felt true. Coupled with the growing local gossip about Trout's odd behavior, Preston decided he had enough to act. He ordered Zona's body to be exhumed for a proper autopsy. The subsequent examination was horrific. When the coroners inspected Zona's body, they discovered the undeniable truth. Her neck had been broken at the first vertebra. Her windpipe was crushed. There were finger marks on her throat, indicating she had been violently strangled. The everlasting faint was a lie. This was murder. Trout Shue was arrested and put on trial. The prosecution's case was strong, based on the new medical evidence, but the trial took a sensational turn when Mary Jane Heaster was called to the stand. Prosecutor Preston, likely aware of the jury's superstitious nature, allowed her to share the story of her daughter's ghostly visits. Trout's defense attorney tried to discredit her, hoping to make her look foolish. He asked her relentless questions, attempting to poke holes in her supernatural account. But Mary Jane never wavered. Her testimony, filled with a mother's conviction and grief, captivated the courtroom. She calmly stated she wasn't testifying for a ghost, but for her daughter. The jury was clearly moved. After deliberating for just over an hour, they returned with a verdict: guilty of murder. While the official conviction was based on the medical evidence, everyone knew Mary Jane's ghostly tale had sealed Trout's fate. He was sentenced to life in prison. And a strange twist, it was later discovered that Trout had a dark past. He had been married twice before. His first wife divorced him for cruelty, and his second wife died under mysterious circumstances, possibly from a fall. Trout was a monster hiding in plain sight. The case of the Greenbrier ghost is the only time in United States history where a murderer was allegedly convicted based on the testimony of a ghost. A historical marker now stands in Greenbrier County to commemorate this unbelievable story. Zona's spirit found no peace until justice was served, proving that sometimes love is a bond that even death cannot break. What do you think? Was it truly Zona's ghost seeking justice? Or was it a mother's intuition so powerful it manifested as a vision? Let me know your theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to Infinite Enigma for more mysteries.